performance anxiety.
Yeah, yeah. That's good. Alright, so scoot it that way a little bit. Well, that's a little too far. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay, you're centered now. Like a smidge, I'll say a smidge. There we go, that's not bad. Right, there's pretty good. And then go ahead and sit in the other seat real quick one more time. We're recording, so just want to make sure. Bring that seat in this way a little more. Bring that seat in this way. The one you're sitting in.
I'm against the table.
Bring it this way. Yeah, there you go. Alright, and then, yeah, alright, I think we're alright. Alright, let's try it. Woo! We're recording. Yeah! Are you sitting there or are you sitting there? Where are you sitting? Oh, you're sitting there? I do it. Yeah. Right. Hello. Did you just go down?
He did. I felt too tall.
Oh my god. At least bring yourself to my height. So,
Like
my
I'm
name
being watched by
is...
the government.
So, my name is Stephen Nicodemus, also known as Nicodema Art. This shy fellow here is... Yeah, that's him.
I can't do this.
Go ahead, talk about yourself. Yeah, what's your name? What's your
I'd be a terrible musician.
Yeah, well, why are you bringing it all the way up to your face?
I don't want my V's or T's to be too hard.
Well, they won't if you're that far away, trust me.
Maybe I should just
maybe.
procrastinate by adjusting this slightly.
Your name is?
Josh.
Josh what?
Josh.
No, you need to talk louder.
My name is Josh Brightbill.
That's not going to help us at all.
Do I look at the camera?
Yeah, you should look at the camera.
My name is Josh Brightbill.
You're talking into this.
My name is...
There you go.
My name is Josh Brightbill.
Yeah? Okay. I'm going to put it right there.
Okay.
Like that. There we go. So, this is part of a project of ours to start really getting information out there about ourselves, but also just to kind of create discourse about our work and I mean, self-critiquing is a huge part of it, definitely, but also getting other people involved and seeing what they come up with in terms of their own ideas, and also love hearing feedback in general about stuff. So, like, the first thing we're going to start with today, like, the first video we're going to start with anyway on this whole project is actually, like, a really simple, quick recording, but it was, so we're going to bring in stuff from both of our work. We're doing a lot of stuff in Procreate, and I think the cool part about that is that there's a lot of recording functions in it, so we're going to start out with a bunch of my videos, but then we're going to bring in a bunch of Josh's videos at some point. He has videos, they're just kind of sporadic, but we're going to critique them, talk about like what our mindset was as we were going through and painting them, like where our head was and stuff like that, and then talking about things we think we can improve on, and also just general ideas about like how we got to where we were with that piece and stuff.
I have a critique.
You have a critique?
I think we should tape a face to the camera so I feel like I'm talking to a person.
There's Boba Fett helmet right back there.
Alright, we should...
Just talk to the Boba Fett helmet.
Hey, Boba Fett.
Yeah, there's Boba Fett.
And, I feel like Ben Affleck in the Batfleck interview.
Batfleck interview. Right.
We can edit the music in.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah, like something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Alright, we're gonna take like pause right here real quick, because I'm just checking to see we're still recording. Oh no, we're still recording, mate. Alright. All that jazz. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so much, so many bloopers.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's fine.
We can record from two angles. I can hook my camera up as well.
This is true. That way we can talk to one camera and ignore another camera.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Yeah, we'll do that. I need to get a tripod for mine.
I have another.
Yep. You too?
Right down there.
Oh, I didn't know.
There's three or something.
Oh, okay. So, the first video we're going to do is called Fire Steps. It was my first attempt at... How much time you got?
15.
Okay.
Well,
it's about like a 5-minute video.
13.
It was called Fire Steps. It was literally my first time working on Procreate. I usually have worked on Photoshop exclusively. Sometimes a little bit of Art Rage at one point when I didn't have Photoshop, and then prior to that, and then also along with that, I did a little Corel Painter. But Procreate's become kind of my main go-to with a lot of things. Really powerful tool, so quite enjoy that. So this one's gonna be a pretty quick video because it was me just kind of exploring the functions of the actual program. It's nothing like crazy, but it was just a fun one to kind of go through and do. So yeah, I started out by blocking out a lot of color actually, and then just throwing down like lots of large shapes, honestly. So that was a thing. I tend to like reds and blues. You know that though. Yeah.
Me too.
But reds and blues have nice contrast and value. I also tend to like foggy environments. I found I do that a lot. So a lot of the stuff I'm doing in this video is actually just laying in color and then using the smudge tool and just smudging it out and trying to find shapes. So there's a lot of, this one's much more explorative because I'm literally not knowing what I'm doing because I have first time on Procreate. So yeah, I don't know. What do you
I
think?
don't even remember what my first Procreate thing was.
Wasn't it
Afternoon Delight?
Afternoon Delight? Yeah.
It took me way too long.
Yeah. What do you think? What are your thoughts on how I'm doing here? Pretty terribly, actually.
How did you
How'd I what?
export? I guess you just exported it as a video.
I exported the full video, yeah. You can actually see at the bottom there. I had a bit of a gap where I left some white space originally.
Noob.
But so I kind of wanted to do something with some really high contrasty colors and throw some, and by high contrast I mean like very different colors. So like you wouldn't find like reds normally inside of a grasslandy kind of steppy kind of area. So
Green.
yeah, I tried to throw some purples in there and fool around with it. Didn't like it that much. Found that sharpening out some of those edges was the best for me because again, foggy environment, adding some of those sharp edges into the fog kind of gives you this hidden rocky texture. So that was a thing. But yeah, there's a lot. I love throwing in like color and like chunks like that. So chunky.
We need a stick and point.
Well, I mean,
Laser
this
pointer.
is gonna be playing in the background, like
Yeah,
over top.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Sounds like
give critique.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being watched in the bathroom.
Boba Fett right there.
A masked man wouldn't make me feel better.
Well, I mean, think of it as the Mandalorian.
Oberon.
Way to spoil things.
Edit that out.
I guess. So yeah, I mean, a lot of my process is big shapes first, lots of color, soften the color, slowly add in lighting and smaller shapes, and figure out like more defined areas and focal points. But yeah, that's kind of how my process runs. This one's a pretty quick
I
one.
think it
honestly.
starts coming together right now when you start adjusting the value of those front two sections.
Yeah.
It completely changes the feel of the entire piece.
Yeah, it pushes the other stuff back farther too. Gives you that depth.
I still want to focus earlier on for this, like where I would be, right there. Yeah, that pop light.
Yeah. I definitely fooled around with that in the background because I felt like it needed more.
Yeah, it was.
Stuff.
I mean, it's a lot of like learning the tools at the same time and
Yeah.
learning the brushes and deciding when to add the little animal.
Yeah, the little animal was a last minute thing because I wanted something to kind of show size, and obviously, the animal is not a real animal, so obviously it doesn't really help convey size because there's no humanoid shapes in there. But you know, I tried. There's me trying humanoid shapes, and I thought they were too cliche. And I was like, let's do a giant antler deer thing.
Is it giant
No, I mean like the antlers are giant.
compared to what?
Like you see those antlers, man? Those things are huge.
Or the body's really small. They're very normal size.
It's very true.
You signed it 3 times.
Yeah, I do
I'm
that
ready
a lot.
now.
I do that a lot. So that was that was it. I mean, it's a really quick video, and some of the later ones that we're gonna do are probably 2 times, 3 times, 4 times as long, depending on the video and
I think
depending
what
on.
I want to go through and watch it once, and decide when to say, like, I can bring this up here, I can bring this up here, I can bring this up here.
Okay.
Like a mock-up.
Yeah, we
It's
could do
a
a
surprise
mock-up.
for me. I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah, we could do a mock-up. This can also be just our test run. We'll still publish this because
Sure.
let the one fan that I have on YouTube find it.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you do. But yeah. So I mean, it was a quick exploration of the tools, and this is actually pre-Procreate 4. This is actually before they came out with the updates with the animation tools and the X perspective stuff and
Color replacement.
Yeah, the color replacement and the ability to maneuver your windows around a little more, because there was the ability to maneuver your actual color picking window and stuff like that. This is like pre all of that. So like when they added the update, to be quite honest, that was
Photoshop brushes.
Yeah, you can bring in Photoshop brushes, which completely changed the game because I could bring in some of my favorite brushes that I used in Photoshop.
I never remembered mine. I lost my Mac, and then I lost all of everything that I had downloaded onto it.
I find that the making a brush function actually inside of Procreate's a lot smoother than.
I think it works well if I have a good brush that I like to start with, but aside from that, I just start looking with the settings to the point where I'm like, I just screwed up that brush and I saved it on X.
But I mean, there's also the the stamping that I did. So like in a later project that we've done. So this isn't part of this.
Cloning is new. That's new too.
The cloning's new. This is not part of a project we've been starting recently, which is called Rand-ill, which is just random illustrations where we roll a bunch of random traits for a specific category. This is actually prior to that, but a bunch of the videos that we'll be putting up are going to have a bunch of the Rand-ill subjects in it.
Specifically.
Yeah, and I think that'll be fun to go through because I do different techniques in a number of those, and so do you. The one with the Citadel, I did stamping. Like I basically created a brush for like different pieces of architecture, and then I would like stamp them all together and then distort them to create ideas, basically ideas of how like my Citadel would look or like feel and stuff like that, which is pretty cool.
In this video, we can do that.
Yeah,
in this video.
This video.
We haven't made it yet.
It'll be there, I think.
One day.
One of these days. So.
Right here.
Click
in here. Is this how this works? Click in there.
So.
Is that off camera probably? Okay.
I have no idea. I have
click
no
in
idea.
here in case that one was too hard.
There you go.
Click Steven's face.
But so yeah, I think that overall this is just kind of our first foray into this. We're gonna do a little more of a in-depth analyses. I feel like in upcoming ones, this one was just more of a test run and just getting stuff out there and letting people kind of know our personalities and our shyness. Camera shy. Also testing out the equipment we're using. If you have any questions on any of that stuff, you have any questions for me and Josh about anything, feel free to message us in the comments below. Well, yeah, I guess it's technically through my YouTube, but like,
let me know.
I'll ask Josh for people. Oh yeah, and if you see any of the stuff behind us, that's a cool painting by Josh. That was for the random illustration.
It's the first Rand-ill.
Yes, dragons. We did dragons for the first Rand-ill, which was really cool. So, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Awesome.
Stay tuned.
Anyway, my name is Nicodemi Art, or Steven Nicodemus, and
Bill of Brights, the brightest Bill.
Yeah,
Bill of Brights. I should just make up a couple, and they'll have to try them all.
Okay.
Joshua Brightbill.
Joshua Brightbill. Yeah.
I still don't know if I should look there or if I should look there. I'm supposed to look there, but
you're supposed to look there.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna die. It's cool.
It's an abyss, like the lens.
Yeah. It loves us. The camera loves us. Loves us. Yeah, I think this has been a good experiment already. I mean, even if we don't even post this one. Oh God, you're gonna blow someone's eardrums out.
It wouldn't be that loud.